It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another Walking Dead video. In this one, we're going to be looking at a new article that's coming from comicbook.com. The article is related to an interview Gimple did that reveals the meaning behind the 3 circle symbols that were on the helicopter that took Rick. Now, there is a connection between this and the new Walking Dead spin-off series, or the 3rd Walking Dead series. Now I'm going to do my breakdown of the trailer for that 3rd series in another video, but I think for that to make sense, I had to do this video first. The Walking Dead reveals meaning of 3 circle symbol on Rick Grimes' helicopter. They're part of the CRM community, which was revealed to be the CRM in Fear the Walking Dead. The article reads, The Walking Dead Chief Content Officer Scott Gimple on Saturday explained the meaning behind the 3 circle symbol seen on the helicopter responsible for the disappearance of Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln. A symbol later identified in connection with the CRM organization who surfaced in Fear the Walking Dead. We've seen that 3 circle symbol. Those 3 circles, and I'm saying it here, represent 3 different civilizations that are around and entwined in some ways, and in some ways very, very different. Gimple said at New York Comic Con during the panel for AMC's upcoming 3rd Walking Dead series, centered around the first generation raised after the fall of civilization. The setting of that series, revealed in the spin-off's first trailer, is one of those places, Gimple teased. So that's very interesting. So, first of all, the fact that the 3 circles represent 3 different civilizations, I actually said that in one of my videos that I released like a couple months ago. So not to sound too cocky or anything, but I got this prediction down to the T, I think. Now, I thought that CRM's connection to it was C was one of the circles, R was the other circle, and M was the other one, and it represents 3 different states. C for Connecticut, R for Rhode Island, and M for Massachusetts. And if you put 3 circles in a map, they kind of make that symbol. If you remember that video, it seems like I was off about that, because obviously it seems like CRM is just one of the circles or one of the communities. So I was off on that. But the fact that these 3 circles represent 3 different communities or civilizations, my prediction was on point on that one. So it seems like one of those communities is the CRM organization. The other one is the community that we see in the 3rd spin-off series, which we're going to look at in the trailer breakdown. And there's going to be another one. Now, we still have Commonwealth. We still have Georgie's community, the one that Maggie went to. So we still have those 2 other communities as well. And both of those are extremely large communities. So we don't know whether the 3rd one is going to be one of those or is going to be something entirely different. But from what I can tell right now, this new community that's going to be in the 3rd spin-off is not the same one that took Rick, and it's not the Commonwealth, and it's not the one that Maggie went to. It's not Georgie's community. So it seems like it's an entirely different community. The still untitled TWD3 is set a decade into the apocalypse, putting it in sync with present day on the Mothership series. So the 3rd series is 10 years into the future and is lined up with exactly where we are in The Walking Dead's season 10. So that reveals 2 things. One is how they line up, obviously. The other is that we are 10 years into the apocalypse now. There, Rick disappeared 6 years earlier when Anne, Pollyann McIntosh, who was secretly in contact with CRM, fished a gravely wounded Rick out of a river following his apparent death in a bridge explosion. TWD3 is very much on its own, Gimple said, noting there are points where there is a little bit of crossover with the wider Walking Dead universe. And what that means is it could be connected to the CRM again, or we could see glimpses into the CRM again there, or we could see maybe a sign of Rick there, or we could possibly see something related to Commonwealth or something related to Georgie's community or something like that there. The mystery of the 3 circle groups will be explored in the coming spin-off, which very much gets very deeply into that methodology, said Gimple, who co-created TWD3 with The Walking Dead veteran Matthew Negretti. As far as Rick's story is concerned, it's very, very separate, but we're going to get a very good look at just how big the world of The Walking Dead is. Following their introduction on The Walking Dead, the helicopter that would ultimately abduct Rick first appeared in Season 7. CRM resurfaced on Fear Season 5, currently set roughly 7 months before Rick's presumed death and subsequent disappearance. The mystery of a shadowy organization is one that has been unfolding for years. Scott Gimple knew what the helicopter was for a long time. The Walking Dead showrunner Angela Kang previously told THR ahead of Rick's season 9 exit he was a little secretive, even with the writer's room, about what it was. He did let me in on some of it at some point last year in season 8. We went into this season with a pretty good knowledge about the intention behind the helicopter and where it would lead. Intertwined with CRM is the A and B classification system used so far to categorize Rick, Negan, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and Father Gabriel, Seth Gilliam. Answers behind those labels will come in the Walking Dead movie trilogy, starring Lincoln's Rick, who may have been relocated to Philadelphia. The first film, penned by Gimple, will explore the vast methodology behind the helicopter group, Gimple told THR last November. That serves the overall story to the next story we have for Rick, Gimple said. The Walking Dead Season 10 premieres on AMC Sunday, October 6th, ahead of the spring 2020 premiere of The Walking Dead 3. The Rick Grimes movie, set for theatrical release under Universal Pictures, have yet to announce a release date. And that's pretty much it. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads.